Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to begin our first video on AutoCAD. So if it's your first time doing AutoCAD, then this is the right time for you. And if you are an expert in working on AutoCAD, then you will learn one or two things that you will apply in your future. So to begin, we'll have to define the meaning of AutoCAD. What do you understand by AutoCAD? So AutoCAD is a computer-aided design software that engineers, architects, and construction professionals rely on to create precise 2D and 3D drawings. It also allows one to draft, annotate, and design 2D geometry and 3D models with solids, surfaces, and mesh objects. It was developed by the company Autodesk, hence the name AutoCAD. So there are few advantages of using AutoCAD software. One, it allows you to draw and edit 2D and 3D designs more quickly and easily than you could do so by hand. So the files drawn in AutoCAD can be saved and easily stored in the cloud, so that they can be accessed anywhere at any time. Okay, so you now know what is AutoCAD. So when you open AutoCAD application, the first thing you begin with is creating a new drawing. So you normally open AutoCAD ISO. You see written in small letters. Just click it, and drawing workspace will appear. So one, we'll have to learn the parts of AutoCAD application window and how do you navigate in these parts. So on your top left, this one is the application button. See the red A. And then this bar, the top bar, we call it quick access bar. Quick access bar where you can open the already drawn AutoCAD file. You can save your AutoCAD drawing that you are doing. You can save with a name, or you can plot by just clicking here what you have drawn on your workspace. And then here will be the title of your drawing. This one is drawing 4, so it is written here drawing 4. And here where you type your word is the search bar, where you search what you want to. Let's say you are doing something, then you face some difficulty, so you need to find some help online by searching here, or definitely you can use this exclamation mark to do the search for help online. Another way you can search for help is just by typing on the command line. Just type help. Yeah, you see it's here. It's as an exclamation mark. You'll just look for what you want to know, and then our next thing after that quick access bar will come to the ribbon. Ribbon is all of this region from here to this place here. Okay, so ribbon has got tabs. This is the home tab, insert tab, annotate, parametric. These are tabs, and in each tab we will have the panels. For example, in the home tab we will have the drawing panel, where you can do your whole drawing. Anything you want to draw, we're using the draw panel on the home tab. You can draw a line. Just a line is You can do an example. You see, then enter. So when you highlight this line, it is highlighted into sections that you did. Okay, press escape. And when you use the polyline, let us just use the same procedure. Press enter, and when you highlight, the whole line will be highlighted. Okay, that's the difference between a line and polyline, but we will learn that in the future. So the draw panel is where you do all your drawing work. Then there is the modify panel. Modify panel has got the tools where you can edit your drawing. Okay, you can move your drawing from one place to another. This is the move. You can rotate, you can trim, you can delete or erase what you have. Let's say something is not good on your side, you can do the erasing. So, and then you can copy. Here is where you will do all editing. And we'll have the extra tools here. Extra tools is where you can add dimension. You can dimension your object. You can add a text to your drawing, contain annotation. So for you to do annotation, you will modify using the annotate panel. See annotate, you will be doing your dimension here. So for you to modify your dimension, just click this down arrow. Okay, so we'll have three types of dimensions that automatically appears. There is annotate, the first one, ISO, and the standard. So the one highlighted on blue, ISO 25, you can easily modify it by clicking on modify and adjust according to your requirements. You can adjust the line, you can adjust the symbols and arrows, arrow size, you can edit your text. That's the text that you will be using on dimension. Okay, then you just press OK, and the final thing you will have to set current and close. That's how you will simply annotate. And this is just extra things here. The layers represent different lines that you will be using on your drawing. You can say, let my workpiece or your drawing, you can draw in black. Okay, and then while dimensioning, you can choose to use a different color. Okay, so it will assist in how you will view a drawing, adding that beauty. So for you to add the beauty of different lines, you will do so by using the layer properties. Just click on layer properties. Okay, here on layer properties, you can add a new layer. There is this layer that comes by default. Okay, the zero layer, that's what we were using there. So you can add your new layer. You see, when you click, you can just label it dimension. Okay, and you can change the color. Just click here, you can put it on red. Okay, and just press it. Okay, you see it has changed the color. And the line type can be continuous line or any other type. If you want to use a different kind of line, you just load. Okay, there are a lot of lines here you can use. So then you click OK. Then you can change the line weight. The line weight is the thickness of line. Okay, there are a lot of options here you can use. Then transparency. How will your line appear when you see on your eye, has it been faded? So transparency ranges from 0 to 90, where 0 represents there is no transparency, and 90 will have to be faded. The line will be faded. Okay, that's how you will do your layer properties. Okay, so on the ribbon, it is a compact compact platform where you can do your editing on your drawing. You just perform everything here. Then the next thing after the ribbon, you say the ribbon has got the tabs. Okay, so the tabs. Then on each tab, it has got the panels. Okay. Then another good thing is the file, called the file tabs. There is this start tab that automatically appears, your first drawing, your next drawing. So it will identify each type of file you are doing. So to add a new drawing after, let's say you have done your first drawing here and completed, when you want to begin another drawing, instead of cancelling the whole application and doing it again, you just click on this plus. You see, new drawing, just click here, and it will automatically be named. So the first drawing will begin with, it will be named drawing 1, drawing 2, drawing 3, in that order as you add. So when you want to save your file, just come to application button, click on this down arrow. Okay, and then you save as. Okay, so you can save it as a template, at a drawing, or in form of AutoCAD drawing. So by default, it will just be saved as AutoCAD drawing. It will be in form of AutoCAD file. Okay. Another way you can save your drawing, you can just export. If you want to make it appear in form of PDF format, you just export and click PDF. Okay, let's see. Oh, but here we have no file that we have done. We have not drawn anything. Okay, so your file will just be saved in every format that you want here. Okay, then we'll have on down, look at this place, we'll have the layout tabs. There is model. Model is what we are drawing here. Okay, and for you to print, for you to export, there was this option of exporting into PDF format. Okay, for you to export to PDF format, you will use the layout. Okay, you will use the layout. This is what has appeared. This is what you have drawn on the model. So for us to export, we export it in the layout. Let's see, export, click on export into PDF format. Press enter, save it on your desktop or anywhere you want. Okay, and give it as drawing 1. So it wants to open. Okay, or another way you can do, just right click on your mouse. Okay, and plot. Okay, you can plot directly, and there is this option that will appear, and I will show you this one in my next video. Don't worry, we'll do this one. Or you can just right click on your mouse and click from template. Okay, then from template, For you to, let's say, label your drawing and make a title block, that is, you just come to tutorial mark, okay, mark, then open. Click on ISO 1 and click OK. Your ISO 1 will appear here. You see, ISO A1 layout. This one will have the title block that you will label the drawing, maybe add your name. There is item reference designed by, checked by, okay. I'll teach you all this, and this is our drawing here, but this is not how we want it to appear, so you'll have to delete this blue line. Just highlight and delete, okay. That's disappeared. So for us to export this item and bring it to our layout, okay, just type on command line, type viewports, click enter, okay, click OK. Then here just click on your, you see this line, click here, take it to its end, click at this point. Okay, our item is very large, you see it's here, okay. So for us to get a good picture or a good item that will be seen here, we'll have to set the limits, okay, limits of this workspace. After setting the limits, we'll set the units that we are using. You see, we have not done anything here yet for us to display a very good object. Then, so we have said this part here are the layout tabs, okay. So you have just seen how we'll modify, and then here is the command line. Instead of coming to the ribbon and picking a line here and drawing, okay, you can just type that, you can just type such a line here, okay. So you can just type in full line and press enter, okay, and I can easily draw my line, enter, okay. Or I can type its alias of line is just L, you see it is highlighted here, and I just type L, I can easily draw my own line here, okay. So this one is the command line. You can just call what you want to do and do it in an easy way. Then there is the snapping tools here. For example, in my model, you see there are this mesh, okay, or the grid lines. When I want to remove these grid lines, I just click on this grid, okay, they have disappeared. And then, or you can just click them to appear. Just do it as you wish, okay. Then for me to draw a straight line, I will use the auto mode. Auto allows you to draw straight horizontal or vertical line. When it is turned off like this, when it is turned on, it highlights it in blue line, okay. When it is turned on, you see the line will not be straight, okay. Just see, press enter. But when it is on, and I can draw my own line here, I will only be allowed to draw straight lines, okay, straight horizontal or vertical lines. So I hope you understand there. Then you can restrict your cursor to move in specific angles here, and you can click on this down arrow. There are a number of angles here. You can just restrict to move in 10, 20, 30, okay. or you can add your angles. So you can add any angle you want. Additional angles, okay? Just click new and add any angle, like for example 26 degrees, okay? And click OK. And I want to draw my own line here, but before let us turn it on first, okay? When you turn on, it automatically turns off the auto mode. You see, I can just draw my own line here, any dimension. So you can just snap it on top of your workspace. 30 degrees, click it down, that's 26 degrees, okay? So this line is exactly 26 degrees horizontal line, okay? And then here is you can change the workspace or the type of worksheet you are doing. These are worksheet switching. Okay, worksheet switching, you can change your worksheet. Let's say you want to draw a 2D object, okay? You will go to your worksheet on drafting and annotation. That's when you will draw a 2D object. When you want to draw a 3D, you can use either 3D basics or 3D modeling. Let's see 3D modeling. Just click it here. Yes. And our ribbon will be modified, okay? The tabs in our home, the panels in our home tab have changed, okay? There is modeling, mesh, solid editing, draw, modify. The other panels have been added here, okay? So for you to begin to go to 3D, you must start first from drafting and annotation, okay? And then there is a very important thing here, is the view cube. View cube will be, by default, it shows you the top, okay? When you are drawing, you normally start with the top, okay? When you are doing a 3D from drafting and annotation, you can change your view. You can look at it from the south. There is this arrow here, just click here, okay? You'll look at it from the front, okay? You can look at it from the right, you can look at the back, or you can look at the bottom, okay? So view cube simply allows you to change the direction of your drawing here, okay? You can edit it in different directions. So I can edit it in front, or I can edit it on top, or I can edit my drawing from the right. That's when I'm doing the 3D drawing. And then there is the navigation bar here, okay? It has some tools here you can use. You can pan, okay? Panning, just click on this and here, and just left click and move your drawing to any place you want, okay? And press escape to exit the command. So the AutoCAD has a lot of tools that we will be using, okay? And the cursor, our cursor is this one. Let's see. Press escape, you can just escape that. Cursor is this thing you see on the screen. You see this one? This one is the cursor, okay? When it has small square at the center and across with a small square at the center, it means it has no command. Okay, you have not selected any command. But when you select a command, like for example line, it will just appear as a cross with no square at the center. Okay, press escape. So for you to cancel a command, just press escape on your keyboard. So we have seen what is quick access toolbar. When you click on one of these icons, you can open, you can save your drawing, save as, you can import from mobile web, this undo or redo shortcut. Okay, this is the ribbon. We have known what is the ribbon. Okay, workspaces. We have known how to switch between workspaces. Yes. So this is the AutoCAD Classic workspace that you are learning. Then the toolbars. Let's see. So we have said these are tabs: home tab, insert, annotate. These are tabs. Then panels are here, or in other words, you can call them toolbars. Okay. So when they are on the ribbon, we say they are dodged. Okay, or docked. They can be docked on the ribbon, or they can just be let to float on the workspace. Let's see. So here they are docked already. For you to float or bring it anywhere on the workspace, just click it anywhere here. Make sure you see it has no command. Don't click online or just take it here up, left click, and drag it to anywhere you want. Okay, we have made it float. Okay, you can bring it. We can bring this one again. Just make sure it has no command. Leave it here. Drag it to whatever direction you want. But when you want to just draw a line, just click here and draw your own line. Okay. Or you can as well return it to the ribbon. For you to return, there is a small, you see this small arrow, return it. See here? It's a small arrow here. It's here, okay? Alright, so you have known how to float your toolbar or to dock. Okay, so this one is the dock toolbar, and these ones are floating toolbars. Okay, so you can add some toolbars to the ribbon. For you to add toolbars to the ribbon, just so toolbars are the tabs and the panels, and you have seen what are the tabs and what are the panels. So for us to add tabs, these are tabs: home tab, insert tab, and these are panels: draw, modify, annotate. Okay, so for us to add tabs, you know, apart from this home tab, insert tabs, all these tabs, we can add other types of tabs. So anywhere on this tab, let's say I'm on parametric, just right click. Okay, show tabs. So home tab is ticked, insert, annotate, parametric. Okay, they are all here on top. Manage. Okay, so we can add let's say we can add visual. Okay, just click here, visual. Okay, it's here. Okay, you can just add or remove this tab, or you can as well, there is this draw, modify, annotate panels. We can add more panels here, show panels. Okay, draw, modify, annotation, all these. We can, let's say, remove this one. Just click. You see the draw panel has disappeared. Just right click, show panels, and then click on draw, and it is added here. Okay, Then working on AutoCAD, we have said you can just click on a command, just left click, okay? You can just left click on command here and draw, okay? Then press enter. Or you can search for a command here, line and draw, okay? So this is a summary of what we have done. So you can just all AutoCAD commands can be typed in the command line. Many commands also have 1 or 2 letter aliases that can also be typed as shortcuts to the commands. So example, so type the desired command, for example command line, just click on you can just type line and press enter, or type its alias L and press enter, and you have seen that. Then for you to repeat the last command, the last used command can be re-entered by 1. Pressing the enter key on the keyboard, 2. Pressing the space bar, or 3. Right clicking on the mouse button. Let's see. So let's say I've drawn my line here. That's a command to draw a line. Press enter. I can draw a polyline, okay? Close, enter, press enter again. So for me to repeat drawing polyline, I just press enter, okay? And I can easily draw another polyline. Press enter again. For me to redraw, I can use the space bar. Just click on space bar on your keyboard and draw the polyline. Polyline is our last command, okay? And press enter or press space bar, and the command will be done. Or you can just right click on your mouse, okay? You can repeat polyline, okay? Repeat P line, okay? Close, press enter, okay? So you have seen how you can repeat your previous command, okay? Your last re-entered command. Then our pointing device in this case is the mouse. For you to draw in AutoCAD, it will be of more use when you have the mouse. The mouse is the basic drawing tool here, okay? So we can look at parts of mouse. There is the left mouse button is this one. When I said the right mouse button is on your right hand side, and there is the scroll wheel, then this is the body. So let's look at the different functions of the mouse. So AutoCAD uses a mouse to select objects in a drawing, okay? Then what's the function of the left mouse button? Number 1, it is used to pick or select objects, okay? Click the left mouse button and drag to the left to select an object or area in the drawing, or just and then press escape twice to deselect an object or cancel a command. So we have said it is used to pick or select objects, then it is used to select command. Let's see. When you say it is used to pick or select object, just click, left click and drag it on your left hand side, and left click again. You see this object has been highlighted. So you can modify. Once you highlight your object, you can easily modify. Click on this down arrow. We can join our object. There is this join. See, you can join our object. You can break a line, okay? You can break at a point. So after clicking, it enables you to modify. So when we join, all these objects will be one, okay? All these objects will be one, and press enter. So when I select anywhere on this object, the whole of it will be highlighted. And I can do the exploding. To explode is to break this object into individual lines. So we just left click and drag to your left. This one is the explode command. Just click on explode. So when I select here, it will only select one line. It has exploded into individual lines. Okay, so it is another function of the left mouse key you use to select a command. So when you are saying click on the line, you are using the left mouse button. Okay, you are not using the right mouse button. Press escape. Then the right mouse button is used to enter a command, or used to repeat the last command as we had seen it earlier, or you can use to access the shortcut menu. Okay, let's see. When I have drawn the line, let's pick command for the line. Draw a straight line. Turn auto mode on. Okay, can draw a straight line here. Instead of pressing the enter key on my keyboard, I can just right click on my mouse and click enter. Okay, and that command will be entered. Or I can just right click for me to repeat my previous action, that was drawing the line. Or I can just right click to see other commands here. Undo line, I can pan, I can zoom. Okay, I can do anything here. Even I can, by right clicking, I can do some quick calculation. Okay, just click on quick calc. Say calculator has appeared. This is the calculator, quick calculation. So I can just 78 plus 8. Okay, press enter. 78 plus 8 is 86. Okay, is it right? Or I can just say 45 divide by 9. Press enter. It's 5. Okay, so let's just delete all this. So that's the function of the right mouse. Okay, cancel this command. Thank you. So by just right clicking, you can access these shortcuts. Okay, then our next item is the scroll wheel. Scroll wheel, we have seen this, the scroll wheel at the center. So scroll wheel, you can use it to, number one, zoom out workspace. You can use to zoom in workspace, or you can use to pan your object on the workspace. So for you to zoom out the workspace, you just roll it forward away from you. For you to zoom in, just roll it backwards, that's towards you. And for you to pan, you just press and hold the scroll wheel, then drag it until the workspace is moved. Okay, let's see. When I want to zoom in this object, just scroll it away from me. When I want to zoom out, I just scroll it towards me. Okay, you see what's happening on the screen? Then I can just move this up. I can just pan. Just click on the scroll wheel and hold. Then you just drag your workspace. Our next thing is to undo and to redo your previous command. You have known how to repeat your previous command, then now you can undo or redo your command. So for you to undo and redo reverses the last action. Okay, when you click the undo, you just click the undo icon on quick access toolbar, or type U command on the command line. to get an undo command. Okay, let's see. So I can pan this object to this side. For me to undo that action, I just press on this icon here, undo. It will unpan. Okay, or I can go to the next action, that's to redo. Click on the this is the redo icon on quick access toolbar, or just type redo. Okay, so my last action was to undo the pan, so I can redo. So it has pan my workspace. Okay, or other words, instead of using these icons, the redo and undo icon, you can just come here. To undo, I can just type U, automatically it appears. So I can just, that's alias of undoing, or I can just type undo in full and then press enter. Okay, it will undo what I have done. I can just pan it to this side. Okay, escape. Can just pan, come here, type U, press enter. It has done and pan. Or I can type redo, redo. Okay, redo in full. Press enter. It will redo what I have done. Then, when you face a little challenge in AutoCAD, you can always seek an online help. Okay, so online help, you can click on help icon, you can type help on the command prompt, you can press F1 key on the keyboard. Okay, so for me to seek an online help, the first thing, make sure you have internet connection. Just click on online help, this icon here. You can type here on the type a keyword phrase, this search bar, or you can type on the command line, just type help, okay, and press enter, and you get an help that you want. So that's all that I had for today. Next time we'll begin our drawing. We'll know how to set the limits, how to use the drawing. We'll do the drawing one by one.